Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So I've had a request for section 7.2, number 1 of the multiple choice. So we'll take a look at this now. If three equal subdivisions between -2 and 4 are used, what is the trapezoidal? Now that's important because you have rectangular approximations, but this is asking for the trapezoidal approximation from -2 to 4 of the function e to the x over 2. So, if we think about that, the first thing I need to know is the area of a trapezoid is given by a plus b over 2 times h. And that's a trapezoid that would look like this. So, if we came out that way, and perhaps, so that would be A, that would be B, and that would be height. Now remember, the trapezoids that we're looking at are standing upright, so it might look more like this, where this is going to be my A, that'll be my B, and my height is going to be across here. Okay? So we need to understand that. So now in the idea of the three equal subdivisions, so you're going from -2 to -1 to 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 all the way up to 4. So you're going to have three equal subdivisions. So we notice that we have a distance here of 6 units. So if we're going to divide that by 3, we're going to have a interval where the interval is 2 units in between. Okay? So the idea here is we've got a curve, and that curve is e to the x divided by 2. So whatever that curve is, it's going to whatever that looks like. We're going to go from -2 to 0, and that'll be one length, and then from 0 to 2, and that'll be another interval, and then from 2 to 4. Now this is definitely not what the curve looks like. If I really wanted to spend some time and think about it, I could try to figure out what that looks like and graph it, but it really doesn't matter. I know that at any given point is going to be the height of this curve, of this length. So these different lengths, this A and this B, is going to be whatever this value is plugged into e to the x over 2. When x equals 2, then this height will be e to the 2 over 2. When I'm at 0, then this height would be e to the 0 over 2. So what we've got is, you're going to have different heights here. So this one is going to be e to the -2 over 2. That's going to be the height of however high up I come to this curve. This will be e to the 0 over 2. This will be e to the 2 over 2. And this will be e to the 4 over 2. Okay, those are going to be all your different heights. So that means that this trapezoid is going to be composed of e to the -2 over 2 plus e to the 0 over 2. That'll be my A plus B, all over 2, times my height. I'm going to use this as my height, which is going to be 2. So that's going to be the area of that interval. So if we expand that for all of them, you're going to find out that I'm going to get, now I'm going to simplify this a little bit. See how that 2 is here and this 2 is here? That's going to be the same for each of these three intervals. So they're going to reduce out. So when I add these up, it's going to be e to the -2 over 2 plus e to the 0 over 2. That's going to be this section, plus this area, which will be e to the 0 over 2 plus e to the 2 over 2, plus this section, e to the 2 over 2 plus e to the 4 over 2. So, taking a look at this, I'm going to common factor out the 1/2, and it's going to leave me with e to the -2 plus e to the 0 plus e to the 0 plus e to the 2 plus e to the 2 plus e to the 4. This is going to be 1, so that's simply going to be 1/2 e to the -2 plus 2 plus 2 e to the 2 plus e to the 4. Now at that point I'm going to take a look at my answers and see if there's one that I like. These don't have the 1/2, so I know it's, these don't have the 1/2, so I know it's not A. I know it's not B. It could be C or D, and I know it's not E. So I've already got it down to 50-50 chance. Now they start with e to the 4, and then they go to 2e squared. So that one doesn't have the 2 in front of it. That one does. As long as everything else matches, 2e to the 0 is the same as 2. E to the 0 is 1. And then, hey, D is my right answer. I had fun with that one. I hope you did too.